Hey guys, on this episode of Community FAQ, we're polishing off some information about capture devices and starting into capture software. We have a lot to cover, so let's dive in. Last time we talked about how to hook up an external device to your console and TV. This time we cut out the middleman and connect directly to your computer. This can be done the same way through HDMI cords or AV cables. This time though, since your computer is doing most of the work, it's important your system can handle the extra strain, so make sure you do a systems check. It's recommended that you have at least 8 gigs of RAM and a dual or quad-core processor to handle all that video. You also need to make sure your hard drive can handle recording footage directly onto it. If you have the room, you may want to look into getting a second hard drive or even an external drive you can save or record your footage to. But you need the card before you can capture anything, so let's take a look at a few on the market. We'll start with the Hauppauge Colossus. While it's a little cheaper than the Hauppauge external device, the downside is it only supports Windows. Also, with every other card, you need a slot open in order to install any capture card. It takes the place of one of your video cards, so just see if your motherboard has any open slots. AverMedia has their AverTV HD DVR. It's actually a pretty nice model, but again, only supports Windows. If you have a PC, this really may be the way to go with its low price point. Plus, the demands on your system, they're pretty light. This is the Blackmagic Intensity. If the name sounds familiar, it's because it's the card of choice of our favorite lads and gents in Austin. It is a tad pricey, but supports Macs as well as Windows. When you've decided how to capture, now it's time to record. Getting to know your capture software is important. Each capture software will have its own specifics. For the purposes of this video, I'm going to tool around in ITV. It's the software I use, and most softwares have the same general settings, just different names and appearances. Some key things you'll want to look at is where your files save, and experiment with how you export files, just to see how much room they take up on your hard drive. What we're going to go through today is adjusting bitrate. Bitrate influences how big the files you export will be. As you can see, I have mine set for 8 megabits per second. You can adjust your audio settings as well to whatever you're comfortable with. On the off chance you decide to get a capture card that works with your computer but the software doesn't, you still have options. There are a few capture softwares that can still get the job done. OBS and Fraps work for Windows but aren't Mac compatible. While OBS is free, Fraps cost about $35. Screencast-O-Matic allows you to record for free, or you can buy their product and get access to some pretty nice features. That's it for now. Next time we take the next step and look at editing software.